It's been 3 weeks since I've lost any weight on 5 milligram compound Tirzepatide. Is this what technically constitutes as a stall? Welcome back to my channel. It's Vanity, and I've lost 27 pounds on compound Tirzepatide. Now, I've been on 5 milligrams for about the past 3 to 4 months, and I've officially stopped losing weight. But it's not what you think. Let's get into how I've managed to not make any progress for the past 3 weeks. So, for my last two updates, I weighed in at 215 pounds and the scale has not moved since. It is now week 17 and I am once again weighing in at 215 pounds. My goal is to ultimately be able to lose 100 pounds by July of 2025. And if I'm to be on track with that, I should be closer to 40 pounds down at this point, but I am nowhere near that, which means I am off track from my ultimate goal. So let's talk about what went wrong and how I ended up falling off track. So if you're not already aware, recently I was doing a challenge where I quit sugar and that challenge got cut short. 3 weeks ago is when I officially started adding sugar and some other carbohydrates back into my diet, and my weight loss immediately stopped. To be fair though, I had not been tracking my food. I was on and off with the gym. So technically, it's not that the Tirzepatide stopped working, it's that I stopped doing what was successful for me to even be able to lose the weight to begin with. So I went to see my dietitian again, and it looks like we've gotten to the bottom of what is likely happening with me, which happened actually also a couple of months ago. And that is that I am likely under eating, but in a detrimental kind of way. I mean, I guess under eating in general is detrimental, but I have found myself in a position where I am eating high carbs and not enough calories. So that means I'm not getting enough protein, I'm not getting enough fat, and I'm not eating enough overall. But when I do eat, it's a bunch of sugar and carbs. So not only have I been under eating, I've been back to relying on convenience foods. So eating out or eating some frozen foods. I'm realizing that this whole weight loss thing is kind of like a balancing act, a seesaw, if you will. You can tilt to one side or the other, but if you tilt too far, your progress is going to completely stop. And ever since I stopped my challenge, I kind of just went back to eating the things that I used to eat, just not as much. Like, I don't eat as much sugar, I don't eat as much carbs. So, although I haven't lost any weight, I haven't gained any weight either, which is a win for me. To not have gained weight in the past few weeks is a win. But I've been taking my medication for 3 weeks and have not seen any progress. Now, typically, what this would indicate to people is, oh, it's time to titrate up. But hold on, that's not necessarily the answer. The truth is, I just have not been doing what I needed to do. And I typically take a stall or a pound or two of gained weight. I typically take it on the chin, and it's okay. Weight loss is not linear, which is fine, but 3 weeks is kind of like, okay, come on, like something is not going right here. And although it's about time for me to titrate up anyway, because I'm starting to lose somewhat the effect of the 5 milligram, it's still okay, but I can kind of tell that my appetite suppression isn't as strong. I'm not getting as much food aversion. My symptoms are kind of starting to fade away. Like, I haven't even suffered from the fatigue that I've been experiencing for most of my journey on Tirzepatide. Even some of that fatigue is starting to die down, which tells me I'm beyond the point of like getting used to the 5 milligram dose. So yes, I am already on track to titrate up to the 7.5, but but the reality is I am back to not doing what I am supposed to be doing, which is tracking my food, because I got comfortable with not tracking, making sure my macros are in check, making sure that I am exercising, making sure that I am staying hydrated. Everything that I was supposed to be doing, I kind of basically what happened was when I decided to get rid of sugar and bread and all of these different things, it made it easier because there were no opposition foods in my diet. I really didn't have to track much. Like, if you're eating protein and fat and fruits and vegetables, what is there to track, right? So it's kind of easy to lose weight that way. But now that I've kind of incorporated everything back into my diet, I have to be more cautious of how much sugar and how much carbohydrates and everything, how much fast food I'm eating. So it's almost kind of like I have to go back to square one. But okay, it is what it is. Like I want to say that it's a lesson learned, but it's also like I'm human. We are human, and the idea is to find lasting habits, not things that are going to be temporary, which is why I absolutely hated doing that challenge. It was so restrictive. It was so restrictive that I feel like I spent the past 3 weeks eating the things that I missed out on. And I didn't eat so much that I gained weight, but I've been eating enough that I haven't been able to lose, which means that I'm not eating in a calorie deficit. Okay? So I got to get that together. Moral of the story is it's me, not the medication. And if you are on a GLP-1 and you're struggling with your weight, or even if you're not on a GLP-1, you're considering it, or you're just on a weight loss journey, check yourself. Okay? Check in with yourself, and whenever you feel like you've reached a stall, don't necessarily be so quick to titrate up or throw in the towel. There's probably something on that seesaw that you can adjust to get back into balance, okay? Just be honest with yourself, take a minute to recalibrate, and I'm pretty sure you'll start to see the numbers on the scale fall again. So I guess we won't know if I actually got my act together until my next check-in, but that's okay. Make sure you check out the video that I originally made about what you're doing wrong potentially if you're not losing weight on a GLP-1. I got to rewatch my own video and take my own advice because I've been here before. If you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe, make sure you set your notification bell, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.